we've made some changes to the way that stock control or stock items are managed, and now you can actually add stock items to a reservation. And your members can too if you want to turn that on. So I'll show you that working as admin. We've got a sander which we'll borrow or reserve, and then we'll add some discs to it. So let's go and reserve this for, let's say, next Sunday, just for a day. Add to the basket, and we'll add more items. So this is new for members. We can add a sanding pad. Now previously you had to choose where you actually reserve the stock items from, but if members are reserving stock items, clearly they have no idea, but also the reservation is in the future and your current stock levels are irrelevant. So we're going to say I'm going to have 5 of these, and we don't choose where they're from yet. So £4 for the sander, and 5 of 1 is £9. So we'll reserve that. I'm going to charge 9, no problem. And we've now got a reservation. But what's new is we can see that this inventory is not yet allocated, so we haven't chosen where that sander pad is coming from. You can't check out alone until you've allocated the inventory. So before I do that, I'm going to go into admin and have a look at a couple of other places. We don't need to set a working site. If we go items, there's a new item here in the menu called manage inventory. And we can see that for each item we've got quantity in stock and how many have been reserved that we need to allocate. We can click that to see all the reservations that contain that specific stock item. If we go into the stock item, in fact that's the reservation, let's go into the stock item itself, and we can see that we've got 10 in stock, 5 reserved, similar extra information in there. And similarly in the loan manager, so collections due in the next 7 days, we've got the reservation with the 5 sanding pads. So around the place you can see that the reservation needs action. Let's go and allocate inventory. So when they come and pick it up, you might want to do this, or even beforehand you might want to do it. So let's say, okay, we've got 10 in the storeroom. Can we do that? Yeah, we can pull them from the storeroom when they collect. If you had stock in other sites, you wouldn't be able to allocate. You'd have to move it onto this site. So we'll choose to allocate all 5 from the storeroom. You can only allocate all of them from a single location. You couldn't allocate 3 from one location and 2 from another location. You'd have to move the stock into one location first. So now that that's allocated, if we go to the loan and we do our safety checks, we can check out. You can see now we've got 5 allocated from that storeroom. Cool. Now we go and have a look at the sander, and where we previously had 10 in stock and 5 reserved, we've now got 5 in stock and none reserved. Checking the inventory says, okay, we've gone down to 5. Let's go back to that loan. This guy, 1617, is on loan, and we're going to check the sander back in. Now let's say he only used 2 of those 5 pads, so we're going to bring 3 of them back. They will go into the location that you check the loan item. So let's say we're going to check it into the storeroom. Do our check-in prompts, check in the items, and we go back to the sanding pad, and we now see we've got those extra 3 back in stock. So that's the change to stock management. Basically, you've got to allocate the stock. We may well auto-allocate if there are some requests for that. So if you've got the stock in the right place at the right time, we could auto-allocate it, but that's a TBC. One more thing to show you on settings, loans and reservations, I think it's here, is allow members to reserve stock items. So by default that will be off, but if you want your members to reserve stock items, you can turn it on. There we go. Let us know what you think. This is due to go live any day now at the start of October 2020.